Good morning, my beautiful kings and queens. I hope that this is a beautiful and a blessed morning for you all. People do not realize the harm that they have caused you. They don't realize the damage that they have caused you a lot of the times until you flip that switch and you go from sweet to savage. Until you flip that switch and start to solely care about you. For a lot of empathetic people, you will lay yourself on the line. You will put others' needs before yours. You will give and give and give until you actually have no more. But it's okay once you feel like you have been a good individual or been kind. You feel like, okay, my job here is done. But what typically happens when you are that individual, when you are that sweetheart, when you are that kind one, when you are that person that is always there for the needs of others, when you finally wake up and you realize that your energy is your currency, when you finally wake up and you realize that your energy is precious, when you wake up and you realize that though I have been pouring into these people, though I have been kind to these people, none of it was reciprocal. Absolutely none of the energy that you gave in that last season was it reciprocal. You wake up and you snatch that energy back. You wake up and you snatch that power back because you realize that though I was being good, though I was being kind, though I was pouring out, no one poured back into you. No one made sure that you were okay. People purposely placed their burdens on you. People purposely dumped on you. People purposely emotionally dumped on you because you were kind. People purposely took their misplaced aggression and poured it on you because you look like a garbage can. Because your heart being so open, your heart being so pure and genuine, they looked at you and saw you as a garbage can. And you empathetic one, you woke up and you went from being the sweetheart to being the savage. Now they are looking at you like you are a savage. Like, I can't believe you won't let me emotionally dump on you anymore. I can't believe you won't let me disrespect you anymore. I can't believe you won't take the shitty end of the stick anymore. I can't believe you're standing up for yourself now. And when you switch or when you go on that beast mode where you don't give a damn about anybody now, you don't give a damn about who is not giving a damn about you, you don't care any longer about whose feelings you hurt. They look at you like, oh my God, you're crazy. Oh my God, she's gone mad. Oh my God, he's gone mad. And no, it's not that. It's that you woke up and you realize that no longer will you place your energies into places where it is not reciprocal. No longer will you put your time into people that devalue you. No longer will you extend a helping hand to people that whenever you need them, they're nowhere to be found. No longer are you giving of your resources to people when you need them, they are nowhere to be found. People when you need them, they go ghost. People when you need them to assist you in the simplest things, they make an excuse. But yet here you go with your happy, sweet self, breaking all your boundaries to satisfy someone else's needs. And what happened to a lot of the empathetic people in this season, you snatched your power back. And they are so uncomfortable with you sitting in your power. They are so uncomfortable with you waking up to who you are and waking up knowing that you don't owe them anything. It's making them squirm. It's making them uncomfortable because they just knew that they had you wrapped around their fingers. They just knew that you were an idiot. They just knew that you were a fool. They just knew that they can come and dump on you. They just knew that they can come and disrespect you anytime that they felt like it. And then you, as the empathetic, sweet soul that you are, you, as the loving king and queen that you are, we're just gonna continuously put up with it. And now you got some people in their feelings. You really got some people in their feelings because now you don't care. And that's typically what happens when the empathetic person has had enough. That's typically what happens when that last straw breaks the camel's back. That's typically what happens. You take a sweetie and you turn them into a savage. You take a sweetheart and you manipulate, you use, you discard, you do all manner of evil against the people who have these big hearts. And when they finally are full to the brim and they can hold no more, when they finally are full to the brim and all of that pent up aggression is now spilling over, you go ham. And they are not used to that side of you. But going forward into 2025, if that is you, if you are the empathetic one, if you are the sweetheart, if you are the kind soul, don't stop being kind. Do not stop being kind. Do not stop helping. Do not stop going the extra mile. Do not stop being there for others. But now that you have awakened, but now that you can see certain individuals for who they have been in your life, but now that you have stepped into your power and your authority, just change who you do that for. Just change the people that you extend a helping hand to. Change the people that you pour out all your goodness on. Change the people that you go out of your way to help. Because those people that you were helping, those people that you were good and kind to, those people that you humbled yourself for, they took advantage. They took advantage. So what you're going to do in this upcoming season, look, scan, see who is worthy of that version of you. See who is worthy of that loving kindness. Christ said, if you go to a place and they receive you not, dust off your feet and do not enter that place again. Change who you leave your peace with. Change who you leave your blessings with. Change who you leave your energy with. It's all fun and games. It's all fun until the rabbit has got the gun. They are looking at you as though you are the rabbit with the gun. It's all fun and games. It's all fun and games when they poke. It's all fun and games when they prod. It's all fun and games when they purposely disrespect you because of how humble you are. It's all fun and games when they dishonor you because they know that somehow you'll take it, somehow you'll forgive. But now in this season, the rabbit has got the gun. And it's not fun anymore. It's not fun anymore because you won't let them disrespect you. It's not fun anymore because you won't let them use you. It's not fun anymore because you won't let them test your boundaries. You're done. You're done. And a lot of people were not betting on this version of you. They didn't think you had it in you. They thought you had no backbone. They didn't think you had it in you when you said you've had enough. They didn't think you had it in you when you realized that these people were just playing with you. Now that you're done, they're in shock. Now that you are done, now that you are not that sweetheart anymore, or you choose not to be to them, they can't believe it. They can't believe it. They cannot believe it. My kings and queens, you finally stood up for yourself, my king and my queen. You finally said enough. You finally said, I too am a child of God. If I know how to give respect, if I know how to give honor, if I know how to be kind, how come you don't? How come these people are selective with their kindness? How come these people are selective with their respect? How come these people are selective with who they dishonor? They weren't selective. They knew what they were doing. They weren't selective. They just saw you as an easy target. So now you're in beast mode. So now your first priority is you. So now your first priority is sorting out the things that you need to do. Now your first priority is making sure you are okay. Now your first priority is, if I don't like the way it makes me feel, if I don't like the way you make me feel, I'm cutting you off. That's now your first priority. And they weren't ready for that. So you have changed quite a bit. So yes, you are now concerned about you. You are now focused on you. You are now focused on the things that make you happy. And they weren't ready for that. You went from a sweetheart to a savage overnight.